And a fine day to all you folks at home. Here we are rocking the third case of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, that is Turnabout Samurai. We are here at Global Studios lot. Phoenix and Maya investigating the murder of the villain of the classic children's show, Steel Samurai. Also, Gumshoe is here, which is fun. We're kind of cooperating for the moment as we're looking for evidence. I think, I cleared everything we could talk about. And I got an autopsy report from Gumshoe. Jack Hammer was pierced through the chest by a spear, apparently by the hero of the show, the Steel Samurai. Well, technically his actor, Will Powers, apparently went and murdered the guy. That's the case we're trying to solve, is try to prove Mr. Powers' innocence. We also have this nice map of the studios, and I only now realized as I opened this up that this could very well come up as an evidence, the layout of the area, so now that I realize it's in our inventory, I'm going to have to keep that in mind. I'm more interested in the photo that Gumshoe's in possession, which apparently shows Mr. Powers going to the studio where Mr. Hammer was before the death of Mr. Hammer, and we haven't gotten that photo yet, so maybe we'll get it eventually, but I'm really hoping that it's gonna be like, oh yeah, it's a guy in a suit, because then that's immediate cause for doubt if you can't actually tell it's Powers in the suit. That's what I'm hoping for. Now, we were supposed to go, I think, to the employee area, but that's not available here. We can only go to the main gate, so let me just backtrack there. We'll see if we can maybe... Okay, well, something's happening, so here we go. The cutscene is continuing.
Nick, look! That security lady is in the guard station, stuffing her face with donuts.
Ah, yes, of course. It's not just police. Of course, security guards love their donuts as well.
I guess all cops like their donuts.
A guard isn't technically a cop, but well, sure, Maya. Yeah, they're soft enough that she doesn't need to chew. They're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them.
Hey, you!
Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. So can we go to... We can go to the employee area if we wanted to. Cool. From here at the studio lot, but seeing as we bumped back into Ms. Oldbag, maybe we can chat her up a little bit more. We can also show some of the stuff that we've gotten. Well, I mean, we only have 2 pieces to give her. Let's see if there's any new... There is a lot of new dialogue. So let's chat Ms. Oldbag up. Before I get to that, I should make a quick correction here. The X-Men villain I was thinking of was called the Silver Samurai, not the Steel Samurai. Previous episode I speculated, isn't that an X-Men villain? Close, but not quite. Oh, still a little unclear on what the guy's superpower is. The Steel Samurai, magic sword, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, that's the guy I remember. I'm not a big X-Men guy. Like I said, I referenced New Avengers last time. That's where I remember the character from myself in comics. His brief appearance in New Avengers. So, anyway, my bad. There's no questions about copyright, trademark law basically happening at all here. Nothing to worry about. So we can move on right ahead with the game and hunting down the culprit in the Steel Samurai mystery. Now let's ask about the photographic proof.
Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, and just to the left from here is a gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. Right, of course. Still haven't seen this photo, but hopefully we can get it at some point. So, reason for suspicion. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 o'clock. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Oh, good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Well, I didn't even think about that angle, but I guess it's true. She could have fabricated somehow the thing. It's a lot of work to fabricate, but I mean, sure. To have an actual photo, I mean. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was? Past tense?
Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai.
Wasn't it some other samurai thing we talked about last time? That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate. It's a disgrace, I tell you. I'm still not convinced about this. Last time we talked about length about this. I still think a lot of actors love to play the villain, is my inkling here. I mean, I guess if he was doing really high-grade movies and shows, it's a step down to just be a children's show villain, but we don't know that. Maybe it was his calling. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? Okay, well, okay, I guess then Mr. Hammer, then. Alright, fine, Mr. Hammer was like that. Fine, then. Although we still only have old bags claimed that. I mean, for the record, Mark Hamill has loved being a voice actor. He's gone on about that. You could easily... In fact, I've heard people be like, well, look at poor Mark Hamill. His star sure dimmed compared to Mr. Ford, Harrison Ford, who became a big shot movie star, and like Mark Hamill has been on record as like, no, he loves voice acting, so that's like amazing for him that he's got to be the Joker and all these other roles in games and animations. Let's talk about that automatic camera before I go on this tangent. I'm on teetering on tangent here, but I don't want to go into this one right now. About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture too. Apparently? Isn't that basic tech for a security camera? But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Alright then. There's a good chat, I suppose. Now let's, No, that was just to look at it. It's E for present. What's that? You giving that to me? Absolutely not. Okay, how about the autopsy? Same reaction. Fine, fine. Alright, so now I wonder, she was kind of adamant about us not going to the employee area, so what happens if we try to skedaddle there? Well, we'll do it. Okay, we made it here just fine. I guess she wasn't that security guardy. So, October 16th, Global Studios employee area. Ooh. Fancy sign there on the wall for Mr. Powers, just freaking taped on like that in A4 paper, sure.
Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
Well, let's go through this area. Look at me being thorough by doing a sweep like this. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment.
Wow, Nick! You know a lot about the industry.
What else would they keep in a film studio? I don't know, cleaning supplies? The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak.
T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks.
What? That's impressive appetite there, I have to say. A burger and a steak? All right, then. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Aw, silly, you eat popcorn at the movies, not when you're making one.
Wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this!
Ladies first. well, okay. What's the problem with samurai soda? I would totally have a chug of samurai soda. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. How convenient. Wow, really? There's this weird... What is this? I was gonna say it's a drying rack for laundry, but they're just like towels on... Is it a hand towel station for the stars? Is this something that movie stars have? I don't know. Anyway, why can't you look at that? That's like the weirdest thing in the room for me. That and the pile of lumber in the background. What's with all the lumber? There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. Yeah, he had a fancy room. Can we go in by looking at it like this? The door to the dressing room. It's not locked.
Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir?
What do you mean, find?
You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear.
We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Okay. Oh, hold on. I just noticed there's a slide button here. Oh my god! Look at all this other stuff we have to look at. Good thing I spotted that, huh? I was about to, like, see if we can maybe move into the dressing room, but there's still stuff to look at, like this bicycle. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. Whoa, an electric bicycle in 2001? That's forward thinking. I don't remember this concept like 10 years ago, let alone 20. Wow. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point?
It makes it a lot easier to go up hills.
I was about to say the same thing. That's the big benefit. You can, like, huff yourself up hills, no problem. Don't people cycle to get exercise? Well, not everybody. Sometimes people just use it as a transport. And a transport, you kind of want to be efficient. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like, kind of looks like Tokyo Castle, dead center in town. Looks like a castle. Probably neo-old Tokyo Castle. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Ooh, this is suspicious. Look at this. The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. Let's have a look inside the drain. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet.
Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate.
Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest.
Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid.
That was kind of cute. Man, you know, it was such a good decision to have Maya, like, become a permanent party member. Like, have her be a sidekick for Nick. They have an amazing rapport with Phoenix as the straight man and Maya as this overly excited. Like, it works super well. That's really good that it wasn't like she left after we bailed her out of her trial. Okay, well, can we go inside the dressing? We can. This is an interesting system where we have, like, nodes of... Every place has, like, branches of where we can go to, so... You can't just fast travel to one area. I guess that kind of makes sense. That's how it works traveling in real life. And it forces us to have any encounters that there might be on the way as we travel, so sure. October 16th, Global Studios dressing room. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping.
No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they?
Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. Okay, let's review this. There's no slide button for this room, so we'll just have a look. That looks like a slept-in bed, or couch, I suppose. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. Yeah, okay. Cool. Now here's those frosted-over windows. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. Fair point that as well. We have a tea set. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies.
Nick, I'm hungry.
You just had a burger!
Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets.
How many stomachs does this girl have? Oh, that's a really funny gag that they keep that going. I wonder if the dialogue is different because we got the steak comment earlier, you know? There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes.
It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes.
I'd say you were already wearing one myself. Yeah, she does kind of look like an extra for a Japanese-themed TV show, doesn't she? They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Alright, can we look at... Yes, we can look at this bust here. There's a vast array of cosmetics here.
Ooh! This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie.
But how many samurai shows are there in this universe?
Nick, try this on!
No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig?
I, kinda like samurai movies.
Kinda. Alright, fair enough. It is a very distinctive wig, so I can't, you know... I can't blame her for that. Big old stripe in the middle there. So let's look at this bag. Seems like that's the last thing here.
This must be Power's bag.
Hey, don't open that.
Look!
An employee card key. That must be Powers. It says Studio 1. Oh, well. So the card key presumably has been in this room this whole time. And you need a card key to access Studio 1 where Mr. Hammer was, as we established last episode. So how could Powers have gained entry in there?
Let's take it, Nick.
Borrow it. You mean borrow. Yes. That's something we can definitely hit them on once we get to the courtroom. Oh, we can still look at the bag. I guess we'll do that.
I wonder what else is inside Powers' bag.
Stop that! My partner, the thief in training. There's always use for a rogue in a party. Don't be like that in Phoenix. Hold on, was there something to the left? I think I just pinged off one of these things. I think we're done here. Now what do we do? Do we go back to the main gate? Should we go talk to Gumshoe one last time? Oh, maybe we should... Yeah, hold on. What if I showed this here, since this card key might be relevant? Let's see what happens.
Hey, detective! Take a look at this!
What's that? Whoa! Don't show him that. He'll confiscate it.
Aw, I just wanted to show it off.
I see. Good point that, I guess. For a second I thought maybe it'd be like, hey, Gumshoe, why don't you check this out and be convinced that Powers wasn't the killer? But I guess that won't work. I guess I can try my luck showing it to Old Bag. Could you tell me about this, ma'am? Oh, that! Isn't that a studio card key? You better watch it! The scene of a murder is no place for sightseeing. I'll be taking that. Hand it over.
Wait, no, that's mine.
Look, I don't have a card key to the studio, see? I want to go pay my respects to Jack Hammer where he died.
Well, you'll just have to wait.
I wonder if we can... What if we just go inside the studio? God. No, we can't. That's not possible. What if I examine it? Can I then enter it? Oh, look, there's a new choice here. Come on.
The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work.
Beep.
It opened. All right, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene.
Damn. Okay, cool. See, because this hasn't been a traditional adventure game in the sense that you kind of use items on the environment, so that's why I didn't immediately think, oh yeah, why not just go there with the card key? Like, I was just like, well, here's a piece of evidence, because I think the fact that the card key was in Mr. Powers' dressing room, that could absolutely come up in the trial. So I think that's a good thing to be aware of. But yeah, of course, yeah, I guess we can also just use it as a card key. Yeah, I was too crime focused to even think about that for a minute there. All right, October 16th, Studio 1.
No.
What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden.
Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape. It's so real.
Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Also, I was about to say that is a super weird outline, but oh yeah, of course, he's in the big shiny magistrate costume, so of course it would leave a mark like that. Ah, Mount Fuji. It's only missing the little boat on the side there. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show.
Of course! That's the mountain! Neo Fujiyama!
That's a pretty funny name. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there?
Not Old Tokyo, Nick! Neo Old Tokyo!
Oh, right. Also, if you get inside a skyscraper in Tokyo and the weather is nice, you can in fact see Mount Fuji at the right spot. Mount Fuji is kind of magical, isn't it, guys? A real quick tangent, but no, it's the highest peak in Japan, and it's like super freestanding. Like, it's not part of a mountain range. It's so... It totally makes sense to me that it captures the mystique of the Japanese people, this kind of fancy mountain. Here in Finland, we have, our highest point, Mount Halti. It's in a faraway corner of Finland. It's in the so-called arm. If you look at Finland, it's got that little arm sticking out to the top left. And it's in the middle of a mountain range, and I'm not even sure if it's... Yeah, it's not actually a peak. It's like the slope on the border between Finland and Norway. So, like, Finland's highest peak does not have very much mystique to it. It's an interesting place for sure. It's a great hiking destination for those who like camping, because it's a long way there. But it's not Mount Fuji important. It's kind of like back when Finland, a couple of years ago, when Finland hit 100 years old, the 100th centennial of Finnish independence, there was a bit of a ballyhoo about asking Norway if, could you guys just like gift us the rest of that mountain so it's not just a slope? Like, could you just, give us a plot of land? Norway did not agree in the end. They cited something about like, well, if we do that, then we'd open up the possibility for handing out more land to people. I think the circumstances in this case would have been okay for Norway to give that mountain to us, and then, not be on the card for giving more land to Sweden or Finland or Russia. But I'm of course, politics is a dirty game, so I'm probably being very idealistic here, and B, of course I'm gonna be biased for my country, I'll admit that. So I'm not gonna demonstrate against Norway here. I get it, it's fine. Would have been neat, but I get it. It's all good.
Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Whoa, it's heavier than I thought.
Uh-oh, someone says, I don't know who this is. Someone goes, hey, you, no touching that. Let's see who it is. Oh, wow, that was not, I was actually expecting Old Bag to be on a patrol or something, but it's, wow, who are you?
Sorry, my partner is kind of,
No,
I don't know.
Who are you?
Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers.
Oh, you're WP's people.
WP? Oh, Will Powers, WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us.
Huh, alright. Penny, was it? Good to meet you. Let's have another look at this heavy camera.
Wow, look at that camera! That must cost a ton!
Yeah, so don't touch it!
Whoa, it's heavier than I thought!
God damn, it's heavy for Maya? Does that mean it's made out of tungsten or something? Jesus Christ. Yeah, anyway, wow, you can't look at this backpack? It's so strange sometimes, the items you're allowed to look at and not look at in this game,
Look, a ladder!
That's a step ladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Right. Sorry. This girl is out there. Cool. I guess we'll have a look-see at the outline. The outline where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. That's a great point. This is a very clean, crime scene, all things considered. There's no mess here with items, for example. There's no blood, as mentioned. That's pretty wacky. Is it just because it's supposed to be a PG game, so they can't have blood there? You think? I don't know.
Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in! I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone! A real live megaphone! Ready, Nick? And action!
This girl is more trouble than I thought. Yeah, I have to admit, as just a guy playing this game, I'm just like, Maya's hilarious. Oh my god, I would get so tired of running around Maya and her impulsiveness if I had to really go after someone like this. Like, oh my god, can you not touch something for 5 seconds? And what is this? Yo, Maya's wondering the same thing.
What's this?
That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. Oh, that makes sense. The assistant holds it during filming. You know the skydive scene in J.J. Abrams' Star Trek from 2007, 2009, something like that. There's a skydiving scene where they can't teleport onto that planet, so they have to skydive through the atmosphere. They filmed a bunch of that scene with the actors suspended over just a mirror. So, like a huge mirror on the ground so you couldn't see the ground around them. So it looked like they were just suspended like way high in the air. It's actually kind of interesting. Especially because like, I think they were like, they're supposed to be falling to the ground, but I think the actors were hanging with their feet towards the ground to the mirror. So you got like easy shots of what looked like them descending downwards. That's a really cool trick to me when I like saw that in a behind the scenes. I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. Anyway. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment?
Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai.
I think she is being serious.